I admit it. I have struggled a lot in the past few years with breaking out of a serious relationship. This relationship affected my mindset, affected how I viewed others, and in all honesty, completely controlled my life. I recently broke up with the $1 bill. And not just the $1 bill, but with money. I recently broke out of my relationship with money. And it may seem absurd to you to have money issues at the age of 17, but it does not solely revolve around the amount of money I have, but how I am mentally and physically affected by my material wealth. But let's face it, I am not alone. Many of you in the audience will have or have already had money issues. Hi, my name is Cedric Lapine, and I'm here today to give you a free couples therapy session as I hope to improve your relationship with money. I look out at an audience of privileged individuals who are blessed to be affluent, individuals who are blessed with a roof over their heads, individuals who are blessed to not have to worry where their next meal is coming from, individuals living the life of the top. And being at the top in this day and age brings you money, and this money brings you power. What is this power? Power to purchase property, power to buy nice clothes, power to buy a nice car, power to have more material possessions than another person. So what? I have a nice car, I have nice clothes, I have a nice house. Big deal. What is a big deal? A very big deal. And here is why. Our society is built upon an economic ladder, so to speak, where our goal as citizens is to move up to a position where we have more money and in turn, more power. This system is flawed. Now, I'm not saying that having more money is bad, but that the side effects of having more wealth are not clearly stated on the package. Individuals begin to become addicted, controlled, and changed by their material wealth, and it isn't their fault. Well, not completely. With the assistance of Harvard University and the University of Utah, I was able to discover a new disease that I like to call post-paycheck mind disorder, or PPMD. PPMD stems from the human personality changes that result from acquiring wealth. This affects the mental and physical actions of those infected, and in most cases leads the host to become less charitable, have stronger feelings, or make more unethical decisions, have stronger feelings of entitlement, and grow their ego. Although up front, it may seem that the richest and the wealthiest in society are also the most charitable, it is found that the opposite is true. A recent study done by UC Berkeley found that individuals who consider themselves rich donated 1.3% of their income annually to charity, while those who were in the poorest sector of the study donated over double that amount, with 3.2% of their income donated annually. This suggests that individuals who are wealthier feel more entitled to their wealth than those who are less affluent. Why? According to Dr. T.N. Dayton, a psychologist who worked for NYU, it can be suggested that individuals who are wealthier are in turn less charitable because of their addiction to money. Acquiring money can be the sole or even main purpose of one's existence. It makes them feel good. These positive feelings lead to an all-consuming preoccupation with money and strains relationships with others. The problem with this is that people with this issue have feelings of entitlement, and they want to protect their wealth because they don't want to have to give it away. They want it for themselves because they're addicted to it. And this leads them to be less charitable. They want more rather than helping out those who have less. This idea of entitlement was recently studied by UC Berkeley as drivers in California were tested to see how they would react to a basic traffic law. It is California law that drivers must stop and let a pedestrian cross the street at an intersection. Individuals who drove luxury vehicles were 4 times more likely to break this law than those who drove less luxurious vehicles or normal vehicles. In the lowest category, or the poorest or the worst vehicles, individuals broke this law 0 times. Thousands of vehicles were studied, and 0 times did someone in this sector, or the poorest sector, break the law. In another study done by the same group of researchers, a box of candy was laid out, and those who were tested were explicitly told that the candy was for little children who are participating in a study in another room. These are adults who are being tested, by the way. Those who were considered rich took 2 times more candy than those who were considered poor. It shocks me that they were even taking the candy. But the word to zone in on here is entitlement. It is a sense of entitlement or egotistical driven lifestyle that leads to the other factors: greed, unethical decision-making, unmoral. In a recent study done by a group of universities, including Yale and Stanford, those who were considered rich in this study believed that it was because they were more entitled to or deserved the money more than those who were poor. Well, the poor individuals in this study believed that any individual could be rich and anyone could be poor. So, does having more power through money really make you more entitled than someone else? I guess so, because facts are facts. Facts don't lie, and I don't want to stand up in front of you today and lie to you and tell you that the job you're doing as the people at the top is good enough. Because to be blunt, it isn't. And this is not to say that you're all doing a bad job, but the majority of individuals at the top of society are being overly affected by their wealth. I'm not here to beat us up or dwell on the issue, but to shed light on a problem we have and increase awareness so that we as a society can change for the better. This change all starts with asking yourself, intently, purposefully, if you would be the same individual you are today if all of your wealth and material possessions were taken away. Is your identity solely based around your material wealth? We are privileged, and with this privilege comes power. And as Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. We have the opportunity to use this power for good. Small actions of kindness and service can help thwart the wave of entitlement and greed that is destroying our society. We must focus on the wants of society rather than our own individual wants. Being in the limelight should not be achieved at the expense of others. Let's shed our egotistical tendencies and work together to move up on the economic ladder. Let's break away from our relationship with money and foster relationships with other individuals, because money is good for a while, but memories with other human beings last forever. Money is power, and the world is counting on us to wield this power for good. We can be better together as one. Thank you.